After you develop your professional summary, you'll want to create what we call a skills overview. This is slightly different than the professional summary because it will be a bullet point list highlighting the top skills and summarizing the experiences that you bring to that position. Your skills overview is going to encompass two types of skills. First, your soft skills. These are the skills that apply to every job and are unique to each person. You may have heard these referred to as professional skills or professionalism traits. These could include your interpersonal skills, communication skills, ability to work as a member of a team, general, professional, and so on. These skills are very difficult to teach from an employer perspective, and oftentimes they don't have the resources to help individuals develop these skills from the ground up. The other type of skills that you'll want to include are your hard or technical skills. These are specific skills that are required to do the job. They could include computer skills, administrative skills, or specific customer service skills. These skills are often teachable, especially if they are required to complete the job successfully. An employer typically has the resources and time to teach you the skills needed to do the job. How do you know what skills to include in this list? Well, first thing, you'll want to read the job description. Under the qualifications and duties of the job, they'll often tell you what skills or traits you should have already so that you qualify to do the job. And then under the job description, you'll notice the tasks and daily procedures that you'll go through. Think about the skills that are needed to do those jobs. For example, if one of the job requirements is to answer phones and greet customers, it would be a really good idea to include a bullet point summarizing your customer service skills and your ability to communicate. You'll want to also explore transferable skills from previous jobs. Oftentimes, students will come and say, I don't have any experience in my field, or I've never worked in my field of study. That's okay. Most of our students have not had experience in the field that they're going into. Many of our students do have previous work experience, community service, or other projects that they've worked on that have helped them develop what we call transferable skills. For example, communication skills are developed in every job. You develop those skills in the classroom, you develop them socially. So almost everyone has some type of communication skill set that they've learned. You want to talk about that skill and help them identify where you learn to enhance your communication skills and how you will further continue to enhance and develop those skills on this job. There's a website called onetonline.org, which can help you determine industry-related skills. This website is really helpful for understanding what are tasks commonly associated with that job title. It also gives you information about the technology needed, personality traits, and other skills that are helpful if you're going into that career field. You'll also want to summarize your experiences, so you can indicate how many years of experience you bring to the company, or you can provide an overview of your internship or clinical experience. Here are some examples. This was an example from a medical field resume that summarizes the person's experience, their skill set, and their ability to transfer skills from one industry to another. You'll notice that they summarize their 3 years of medical experience as a CNA. For this person, they talk about using Epic scheduling and documentation. They talk about their ability to work with hospital staff, their knowledge of medical terminology, and a variety of other skills that are directly related to the health field. And the last two bullet points you'll see are the ability to work independently in a fast-paced environment and strong teamwork and collaborative communication skills. These likely were not developed during their internship, but rather those skills started to be developed early on in other positions. So they're setting themselves up to explain that skill development further later on in the resume by including it in the skill summary.